Actually, more people like Dredge. I can relate to that statement. Like, I don't know like what's the issue. Like, I know that like this killer is not for everyone, right? Like, I cannot force anyone to play a killer. But, like, sometimes I just like hear statements that are just like, no, not true. If you like play this killer for like more than like an hour, like 5, it's just like this killer is a bit like misunderstood. It sometimes kind of feels weird because like the mainstream, I guess, of like DBD doesn't like Dredge, I guess, and doesn't understand how to like actually play it properly. But like out of all people, the most like popular and reasonable person on the platform, which is Oz, actually like understands me. Like Oz, I feel like is the only one of the major content creators who actually like kinda get this character. And you can see it just by like tier list placement, but it also like I think like he also like just explains the character way more in depth than like any other creator, because like everyone like boils down to your power is inconsistent and shit, you're map dependent, you only have a power in Nightfall. And also I feel like puts effort into like, oh okay, what does this character do? How can I actually use it consistently to the best of my abilities, right? Like I know that Oz really likes the character because like he's like in the top 100 on the leaderboard. Okay, I think he's like in the bottom 50, like top 100. So like he plays this character like semi-regularly, not like to the like amount of time like as mains do, but like he plays this character. You can tell he does by just how like he talks about the character and how his opinions sound, right? And like respectfully, I just don't see like other content creators do that, right? Like again, like I don't want to say that like you cannot speak on a character unless you like put 10 fucking decades into playing them, right? I feel like in terms of like skill floors, I just think like it's not the fact that Dredge is ass, it's the fact that like people overlook how like hard he actually is to play, I would say. I think that's the main issue, that like people think they understood the character, but in like realistically they're like just blaming not being consistent on the character being shit. Like maybe that's the reason, for example, why I don't really like Deathslinger and I don't think he's that strong, because I'm maybe just shit. I don't know, like I don't really like most of the aim-based characters on the roster, so maybe that's why my opinion of them is kinda skewed, but like, I don't know. Like, it just feels weird. Because I feel like Mark character is like one of the most misunderstood characters in the game, right? I can 100% tell you, people who regularly play Huntress, or Huntress mains, or like either of those two people, have better arguments to better points to prove their better arguments to prove their point that the Huntress is good, or like B tier, for example, and that's okay. Like they put more time, so they have like more knowledge and experience on the character. However, like there's also another side of the spectrum. Because you main the character, it doesn't mean they're A tier. Some people overrate their mains a lot. Because they just play them and they just know them better. That's also okay. But like, you see, if like I play the character, I think they're like low B tier. But some people, he's upstairs. If like some people don't play the character as mains and just don't have them in their rotation. They put them like D, C tier, right? And like again, I'm gonna bring up Oz. Oz plays this character semi-regularly, doesn't main them because Oz, to my knowledge, don't have a main. The closest to that main Oz has, I think, it's Plague, because he just likes the character and put her on P100. Like Oz plays Dredge semi-regularly and puts him Like in every single tier list after the Dredge buff, Dredge has ended up in low B tier. I think like that just says enough. I think that's just like a case in point how like at least like your opinion is not as like don't have enough as much substance as people who take the time to actually like experiment with the character, learn them, and then after playing them for like this like I don't know 10-20 hours in matches, they seem to get it, right? I have mains on killer, but I never played them consistently enough to have a good opinion on them. True. Like, you know, it's just odd. You won't see me saying that like I don't know. I personally feel like I don't know, Dracula is like a top 4 killer, but this has come into question recently somehow. I don't know, like I don't have enough experience to tell. Like I know this character is bugged really, so do I take that into question? Like I don't know, like I played on Rio for like almost 20 prestige levels, and I think that sometimes there's just nothing you can do because people just counter you really efficiently and don't have a power. So you end up in like, I don't know, high C tier, I guess. That's how I replace her. But I don't know where like one pump winning places are because I don't see like tier list from one pump winning. You get my point, like. There's like a spectrum of knowledge. That like you cannot judge characters based on like playing them for like 1 hour, and you cannot judge characters based on like mains because mains like play only that character and only that character, so they know what they're doing and they know everything about them, but they also like just have this muscle memory to consistently perform higher than like a normal player, right? You have to judge the characters based off players like Oz, who plays like quite literally everyone regularly. Like he jumps between every single character like to make sure that he keeps up with like every single character. And Dredge is like just in his like main rotation, you know what I mean? Like I think like just like we should go into consideration that like we cannot judge a character based on how they are to pick up and how they're at the ceiling. You have to like look at the middle. So yeah, that's my take.